thanks to the animals. And we had met the illustrator Rebecca Ray at our school one year, and she was able to sign this book for my class. Signed especially for Mrs. DeYoung's and her special readers. With love, Rebecca Ray. Winter had arrived. Jew Tom worked for days preparing for the trip north with his family. He took apart their house near the shore and stacked the cedar logs on the big bobsled. Everyone helped. They packed the family sled with his tools and with the meats and fish and vegetables harvested during the summer when the days were long. It was loaded to the very top with precious food, but Jew Tom made sure there was room for his children to ride in the back. Everyone dressed in warm sealskin clothes for the long trip. It was time to go to their winter home in the deep woods. The horses pulled the sled slowly through the new snow. Zoo Sap was not yet walking, but he was a strong baby born in the spring. He rode on the sled with the other children. As the shadows grew long, the older children slept. But then Zoo Sap stood up and tumbled off the sled. Oh, how Zoo Sap cried! His voice filled the sky. The animals of the forest were alerted by his crying. First to come were the beaver. They knew they had to keep him warm and dry, so they put their tails together and cradled Zoo Sap. Zoo Sap still cried, so the moose came, then the bear, the caribou, and the deer. The fox and the wolf came too, and all the big animals lay together in a circle. Then the other smaller animals came, the raccoons, porcupines, rabbits, weasels, and mink. The muskrat and otter and the squirrels and mice came too. They gathered and filled in the cracks between the animals. At sunset, the owl came. Then the raven, crow, jay, duck, and a goose gathered to perch on top. Even a seagull came. Last came the great bald eagle, who spread her wings all over the other birds and animals. Zoo Sap stayed warm. When Jew Tom arrived at his winter home, he knew something was very wrong. Zoo Sap was missing. Jew Tom quickly lit a fire for his family and got them settled. Then he turned back to the trail to find his son. He traveled through the woods all night, and just at sunrise he came to a big mound of snow. Resting on top was the great bald eagle. I knew you would come back for Zoo Sap, the eagle said. Jew Tom looked down and saw his son safely sleeping in a great pile of warm animals. Jew Tom thanked the animals one by one. Then he took Zoo Sap in his strong arms and went back to the family. When they arrived that evening, there was feasting and dancing. What a celebration! I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I do. I like the history that we hear about the Passamaquoddy people and also the traditions that these people have had together for generations and generations. Have a good evening.